Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your end of August 2023 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. I just started over again because I was rambling. And that happens when you do things off the top of your head. So I just wanted to shut up a little bit. The heart of the matter is the Five of Cups. This can be mourning the loss of something. I have my sun in Sagittarius as well, and I've been thinking about this. I think because we have been recently in Cancer season, that there could have been some triggers emotionally that have to do with the past for all of us as human beings, and for Sagittarius, the fourth house is Pisces, and we are having a supermoon at the end of August, so it's right in this timeline or time frame. And so that could be when things really kick up, because it's a supermoon, blue moon, and it can really feel more intense, and it's in a water sign. And even I would say that even before that, I know that I have been feeling certain things that have to do with letting go. And I think about the other planets that are transing that area of the past. You have Saturn, you have Neptune, and I believe Neptune is retrograding right now. So that can bring things into that reality check where it's, when Neptune is direct, it's easier to be like idealistic, and it's like the unvarnished truth. When Neptune retrograde can strip away those illusions. So you might be navigating this as well. In the past position, we have the Hermit card, and this might be that you have spent more time by yourself. These two cards together, if you are a Sag who has separated from a partner, the Five of Cups is that mourning process. But, to me, the Hermit can be about separating from a partner or spouse so that you can get your head together, so you can, figure things out without having that person right there. The higher message is the Seven of Cups. Again, this is more water energy, just like the Five of Cups. And it's a card that can indicate confusion or wishful thinking. So it is connected to Neptune, so there you go. So maybe it's really kind of reiterating this idea of the influence of Neptune in a Sagittarius person's chart. I'm talking about transing Neptune. And, the big thing is to see things as they really are. And Sag, in general, as a sign, really is about the truth. But because we have so many different influences, some people could have the sun in Sagittarius and the moon in Pisces and have that, or maybe they have their, moon squaring Neptune, and they have this tendency to be very idealistic, but also very deluded. And this is also a card of having a lot of choices, but not necessarily knowing which one to choose. So I also think of somebody who's coming out of a mourning phase. So if you are a widow or widower, or if you are someone who has broken up with someone and you've given yourself some time and space, and now you're like, okay, let's get back into the fight, but it's like, maybe you're a very popular person. A lot of people would like to date you, but you're not quite sure about your own judgment, or you're finding yourself drawn to a certain person, but is that person really what they claim to be? These two cards actually stuck together, so I'm going to read both of them, and these are both, so these are the challenge cards for this reading. The Ace of Cups, new love. Maybe it is challenged for some reason. Maybe it still isn't time. Maybe you're trying to rush things. We're still in a Venus retrograde, so you may even hear from somebody from your past. In the last week of the month, we're going to have Mercury go retrograde too. So Mercury and Venus are retrograding, and that can really add to the possibility of someone trying to contact you. And the thing is, I mean, whether that person is really the right one for you or not is a different story. So you should never feel obligated to do it if you feel like that's not the right thing. And then we also have the Four of Swords. So that kind of like goes along with the theory that you're not taking this time for yourself, that you're kind of jumping back into the fray prematurely. And if that's the case, you can do so before you are healed, and you might be doing so to kind of substitute for somebody that you feel that you lost. And it could be like a rebound thing, and that isn't going to be a good thing, because unless you're just capable of having a fling or getting involved with somebody and not feeling anything, it could complicate your life. And then you're left with having to break up with somebody who might be a perfectly nice person, but you would have to tell them, I was in a very lonely state, or I felt rejected and I felt like I needed to boost my self-esteem. What's coming in, I love this card. The last two cards are major arcana cards that I really love. I mean, this one in particular. The Magician, co-creating with the universe. So this idea of, it's almost like, I don't know what they're trying, in Law of Attraction, they talk about the vortex. So I think something like that, but also like a wishing pool or a wishing pond. That idea of like throwing in a coin and making a wish. But the magician is more of an active thing. It's not just kind of hoping and wishing. You could be empowered or inspired to take actions that will create the future that you want for yourself. And part of that comes with healing, with being able to see, the hermit can be about connecting the dots and soul searching. What happened here? Even if this is a person who lost their spouse, because they passed away, there can be, sometimes a person may have a problematic relationship with their spouse, and that person dies, and the tendency, maybe not of that person, but people around them, is to kind of make this person into this perfect specimen that they never were. And that can just add to the confusion, because sometimes people are angry at that person at the time of death, and then they feel guilty about it. So the key is to really connect those dots and see what that relationship taught you, and then being able to create from that vantage point. And the outcome is the Emperor. This is about getting your together. This is a card, the number 4, in numerology is connected to the planet Saturn, and it's about structure. Getting your life in order. And the reason that this may be important is because your emotions may have made it so that you have felt rather scattered, Sag. I think it's very easy for Sages to really feel emotions. We're not water signs, but fire signs can be emotional too, albeit in a slightly different way. But the bottom line is that that can create a lot of distraction in your life. And you may have things that you want to accomplish that the magician represents. So the next step is figuring out how to order your life in a way to make it happen. And this is also a card of feeling in control of things, which maybe you haven't. When you have a loss like the Five of Cups, it can be easy to feel out of control. And by the way, I mean, the Five of Cups can be a job loss or something along those lines. And then the person becomes fear-based. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And really, sometimes we don't realize that this is a blessing in disguise because, you know, the powers that be want us focused on survival at all costs. And no, you know, we're here for more than that. So anyway, that's what I have for you, Sag. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I have package deals. I have astrology, like double readings that are a substantial discount compared to buying them individually. And some people want both things. Some people want their chart analyzed, but they also want to see what's coming up energetically for the next year. And that's called my deep dive reading. I have one with the tarot, and then I have the deep dive reading plus a tarot reading that's called the whole enchilada. And I have standalone readings as well, including love readings for people that are going through difficulty in the relationship. You can find out more information at the link below. I'm at RainaMoonAstrology.com. Thank you for watching. Bye.